straight wildin' in the club. Yeah, I'm finna get tipsy. Ladies looking right, all the haters wanna fight club. Little mama, she leaving with me. Yeah, I'm finna get tipsy. Y'all niggas ain't with me.
What's up, guys? It's your boy Mr. J Cam. Welcome back. I've been doing some videos, probably seen some reels on the Instagram, getting ready for the archery season. Well, I made several changes this year, and here recently I just made another one. Went to the bow shop, was having some problems with my anchor. Had a kisser button. I wasn't feeling it, but I switched releases from a wrist strap to the handheld thumb button style release. And in doing so, I finally went in, had my peep and everything adjusted. I thought I had the bow sighted in, but now it's hitting low. So today I'm gonna go ahead and get it back sighted in through the process. I'm using a 2-pin slider, basically. So I'm gonna have to go through the process and getting that set back up. So I got my instructions out, got my tools out, got my bow. Let's go do some shooting. All right, so the sight I'm shooting is called a HHA Tetra. Not sure if you can see that there. The name's right there. It's a Ryz, RYZ. So you're gonna sight it in at 20 yards. I already took a couple shots before I started, just to check and make sure my peep and everything was good from the bow shop. So with that being said, the way you do it, you start off at 20 yards, loosen these 2 screws here. There's 2 screws right there. And you wanna follow your arrow. So if your arrow's hitting low, you wanna slide it down while you keep the slider on the dial set. Keep that set to 0. I got a target behind me. I'm gonna walk back up here to 20 yards and see where the arrow is hitting at. We'll take a first shot, see where we impact. Still impacting low. Another round of adjustments been made. I'm gonna put another arrow on and see where we get now. This arrow is a slower setup, running out of room on the bottom here. Nose button is a godsend. So much easier. So let's go and have a look. Pretty good. This is the difference. At first, I was aiming at this dot, hit this low, made the correction for this dot, and I'm hitting here. Let's take one more and see what we got. All right, so sighted in at our 20 yards. So now I'm gonna make sure that I have the vertical part locked down. The reason you want to make sure you have it tight is you're not moving it anymore. Once you go get 20 in, you're going to use the dial here. There is a representative number of what's on the setup tape that they come with, and that's the one that you need to put, and make sure you put 60 under the top needle when you change your tape, if that makes sense. So last time I did this, I had the dial set to 65 with my previous knock and peep setup. So I'm going to have to redo it. I assume 65 to be a little short, but you got to be prepared to maybe lose an arrow buried into the ground when you move back to 60, because now you're rolling the dial and you don't really know how far it's going to drop. So you may come up short. But once you start hitting consistently from 60, you just replace the tape, making sure that the number 60 is under the top needle. Now I'm about to take first shot from 60. I'm actually going to move it up to 70, just for the sake of everything else was dropping a little bit lower on that last tape. Yep, 60 on the dot, that's perfect. Here we go. Wow, it actually went higher than I thought. That's gonna be a problem. Let me go find that arrow. All right, so I got the arrow back, just make an adjustment. I went up 5. So I'm gonna halve the distance and see if that makes a difference. Because I just don't see 65 still being the right answer. Because 65 was set, and 65 was sitting low at 20. So I'm gonna half the distance right here and go at it again. Just a little trial and error game. Take as much time as you need between shots, because you want to be as accurate as possible. But here goes. Shot number 2 from 60 yards. Trying to get this thing sighted in. That one looks a lot closer to me. So we'll have to go down there and see. So actually, I thought that one was pretty good, but the point of impact was still high. That was the dot that I was aiming at. The last one still impacted high. So let's see what we get here now on this attempt. Let's go check and see what we got. All right, so that one ended up low, but I want to make sure it wasn't me, so I'm just going to reshoot that one. It's so hot. I have to keep using this towel to wipe my glasses. Hit the shot though before the glasses really start to fog. It's so humid out here. I'm sweating like I'm in Florida or something. All right, so I made one more slight adjustment. You got to be a little patient and just make sure you really focus on executing your shots, because this sets the accuracy of your whole entire system. That looked really good from here. Get out something first, but up and down, that's a lot better. All right, so I'm gonna take one more shot to confirm it. I think I got it dialed in now. I might be content with calling this is impacted in the area where I think that it should have. I'm not even changing my arrow. I want to keep it as consistent as possible while I'm sighting it in. This fog is damn ridiculous. TJ told me put some shaving cream on here. I did that, but maybe I need to reapply. Like, I tried that and it's worse. Oh my God.
A few moments later.
Did I make the rotation? Let me double check that first. Did not. Now I got locked in. Now we gotta go back and wipe the glasses off again.
A few moments later.
All right, third time's the charm. Here we go. Yeah, that's gonna be on the shot. I'm not even gonna count that. Just blame that on the fact that I couldn't see. We're working on knocking it out at 60. I think I got it. Hopefully I got it. This last shot felt really good, but can't tell you how many times I've said that so far, but let's see. Yeah, that'll do it for me. All right, so now we're at the ending stages of it. It's been a struggle. I might have to invest in contacts, seriously, because this is getting out of hand. As I was saying, getting near the end, I've settled on a tape. The original number I had was 65. This time I'm going with 63. So now what I'm gonna do is take a couple shots just from 20, probably 30 and 40, just to back up the data, make sure that everything's good, and then we'll be all done for the day. So now we're dialing based on the yardage here on the wheel from this point forward. As I step back, I will change the distance on the reel. So you're gonna draw, gonna anchor, aim, bending at the waist. And that's a good shot right where I want it to be at 20 yards, so that's a good sign. So right now my top pin is set for 30 yards, which I'm ranging for. One more step got me to 30 on the dot. Big fan of this nose button. I should have done this day one. That looks good to me as well. From a 30-yard spot. Oh yeah, that's good. That's 40. When you're practicing taking these shots, you just want to go focus really on your form heavily. Process is going to be draw, anchor. See, I missed it. If I didn't have that nose button, I would have been out of luck. Aim. Wow, that was a bad shot. You know why? I did not roll the slider to 40. Better for me to make these mistakes now and get it out the way than have it happen when it counts. I just hope I can get the arrow out because it hit low, probably where the wood is. That retrieval wasn't too difficult. Just gotta make sure you do flex test every time you impact something. One more shot to verify. Rolled it to 40 yards. Go through the cadence again. Drawing, anchor, aiming, And shooting. And that's a pretty good grouping. The aim can be worked on. Fatigue is set in. Overall, I am happy with what we got. The groups would be better, yes, but up and down is fine where I want it. Left and right, that's on me. It's a little fatigue setting in there. That's pretty good day's work. I'm happy with it. So that's how you sight in your bow when you're using a moving sight. It's your boy, Mr. J Cam, Equalized Outdoors. Peace.